All right, hello. I'm SunnymuffinSR. We're gonna be playing Evergate today. With me, I have my wonderful co-commentator,
Oh.
Slimjim. He doesn't know anything about the game, but he's gonna be chatting with me during the run.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and just kick this thing off. We have a little bit of a cutscene at the start, so let's go ahead and get going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Evergate. This is a wonderful little indie puzzle platformer by Stone Lantern Games. If you have not played this game, it is absolutely fantastic, and I would 100% recommend it. It's usually very cheap on Steam, but it is just an absolute little gem of an indie game. So we are our little spirit right here. Our name is Key, and we're gonna be moving throughout the afterlife because he died, and Key is now just yeah, I know, right? So Key is dead, but we're a little spirit, and it's a little cute little wispy thing. Unfortunately, I think the character is like a little bit too close to like Ori, if you played Ori in the Blind Forest. So this game got a little bit of like a Ori-like vibe, and it is nothing but different from Ori, but in its own fantastic. So we're going to be seeing the game's mechanic right here. So Frosty, I think we had a donation incentive. What's our winner for the Soul Flame color?
Yes, indeed. The winner for the Soul Flame incentive is gonna be green with a lead of 10 euros. So everyone, thank you so much for donating towards that.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you for donating. Absolutely. Good cause. Good speed runs. But yeah, now our Soul Flame is green, so you get to see this wonderful little beam of green light the entire run. Thank you. This is your donations cause this. All right, so our Soul Flame is the main mechanic of the run. It's just the beam of light that is emitted from Key. I control it either via controller or via mouse, and I can point the direction out whichever way it wants to go. So we're going to be interacting with these crystals here, and those crystals don't do anything. But when we are moving throughout the game, we're going to be unlocking different types of crystals, and each one has its own little unique mechanic that is going to be used to solve all of the various puzzles that we are thrown into. My favorite part about Evergate being like a puzzle platformer is you don't have to do things the intended way. So a lot of the levels we're going to be completing are just done completely the unintended dev way, but they're fast and they're fun, and it's very fluid. The game is absolutely beautiful, and it just feels great to play. One of those games. So we just finished the little tutorial there. We're going to be moving. This is the Evergate. It's our gate to the afterlife, and we're going to be reliving a bunch of Key's memories here.
Roll credits, I guess.
Whoop. So yeah, we're in our little hub world right here. We're doing some lore that you have to take care of, because we need to make sure we know the story. But we're gonna be skipping all of it because speed is important. Yeah, for sure. All right, so this is our first world, and all of the worlds are presented in books in this. So each level is its own little like page. So now we're gonna be using our Soul Flame. Oh yeah, so we're still in a little bit of a tutorial phase here. It likes to yap at us, but we have our Soul Flame, and we use it to interact with these boost crystals. And each of these boost crystals just gives you a little bit of boost. They're directional, so every time that you hit one, the direction that you hit it in, it gives you speed. So it really just lends itself to speedrunning, because you get some good angular momentum. You get to just kind of fly through some of these levels.
I have to say, I don't know this game at all, like Sunny said before, and it looks cool.
Again, absolutely fantastic. Oh. So cool.
That was intended, of course.
Yeah, that was an intentional death. So when you die, like resets are very quick. So even if you do die, you just respawn right at the beginning of the level. None of the levels are that long until you get to like some of the bonus content at the very end of the game. But yeah, so we unlock the Lucky Frog. In this game, you have power-up buffs that are called artifacts. The Lucky Frog gives me a little bit more boost power, so you might notice that we're going a little bit faster now. Oh, overshot the gate. But yeah, so the Lucky Frog gives us 20% increased boost power. In the any percent run, we unlock a bunch of artifacts, but there's only 2 that are like remotely useful. And Lucky Frog is one of those, and we'll be unlocking one a little in World 3 that's going to be the main artifact we use for most of the run. Cool, that's World 1. All right, some more lore. We're going to get yapped at for a little bit. But yeah, lore is important. And it gives me a chance to kind of sit here and relax a little bit, have some hydration. So make sure you're hydrating at home as well. Hydration, very, very important. So moving into the Dark Woods, there's a little bit of a... I don't think it's a glitch. At least the devs didn't mention it as a glitch. But you can use these earth crystals. And if I do it right... you hit it while you're moving upward, and you get a second jump. One of the more finicky tricks in the run, because you got to do it. It's pretty tight, the window for it. But we'll give it a couple tries here and see if we can get it. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. So you effectively get a double jump. That level I would have been done way quicker if I didn't do that, but. It's fun and it's swag. That is way more important than going fast. So Earth Crystals, they make this little platform here. Just wherever you connected them, it creates the platform underneath Key. And we're just using that plus boost crystals now to solve some of these puzzles. So we unlock the stone egg there. Stone egg is useless. Don't bother. And now we're introduced to the enemy of Chapter 2, which is these birds. They're kind of angry, and they spawn in wherever Key is when you connect a crystal. So we use them here to like break a little bit of this platform here, and open up that flower, which doesn't actually matter. Up. Oh, we died. Unfortunate. So we're doing a little bit of an unintended route here by going up the right-hand side of this level. Okay. It's fairly tight, so you need to make sure you have enough boost to get up there. And there we go. Yeah, this game is pretty forgiving. Like if you die, you don't lose that much time. Not a big deal. All right, last level in Chapter 2. This one we're going to be doing, again, more unintended paths. Cool, and that's Chapter 2, so Dark Woods. Now okay, so we have our other spirit here. It's like the dark purple spirit, and the dark purple spirit is Key's brother, and we're like kind of going through Key's past memories of life. And so Key and the brother they did not have the most agreeable relationship. So we're kind of going back and we're solving some of Key's problems. Here we have another not a glitch, but unintended mechanic. Oh, okay. It's called a corner clip. So you can clip into corners and you maintain your upward momentum, and you also regain your jump without stopping. Corner clips they're very, very precise, and there's only like I think 2 of them in the run that are time saving, and that's one of them. That one saves about like 5 seconds over not doing the corner clip. Here we are. Okay, the connection for the soul flame to the source. I didn't even explain what the source is. The white stuff that you're seeing all over the place is called source, and you have to connect with that to hit the crystal. So only this white stuff here is actually able to be connected with your soul flame to activate the crystals. Here we're doing another jump reload to hit that. Oh, okay, cool. That's like one of the harder levels in the run. So you you have to use the jump reset, and you barely have enough momentum to stop like an auto scroller resection there. You normally have to wait for these little dragons to do their thing, and they move pretty slow. So you completely skip the auto scroller using the stone crystals little jump reset, but it's very, very precise.
I saw you switch to mouse and keyboard for a second.
Oh yeah,
Is there a specific reason for that?
Yeah, we do that in a few levels, notably this one. Keyboard is a little bit more precise with the Soul Flame. So mouse has a thing called auto aim, where so imagine you're playing GoldenEye way back in the day with the homies, and the auto aim, it does just that. It aims for you, and sometimes it makes it a little bit more difficult to hit the exact crystal that you're trying to hit. Especially for levels that are like at tight angles, we switch to mouse keyboard for those. Now we have these little fireworks. They're pretty cool. They interact with the terrain. They break stuff for us that we need to break, and yeah, they're pretty cool. All right, moving on to the last level in World 3. We also switching to the Firecracker Crystal here. So the Firecracker Tail gives me just passive 25% move. So very, very useful for speedrun because we want to be moving quickly through the game.
Gotta go fast.
Cool. This game also has that slow down, the slow time function. In a speedrun, I think there's only like a handful of places where it's actually used. But in casual play, like when you're trying to like line up these precise shots and do things the intended way, it's much more, but it's pretty handy to have. Yeah, moving on to World 3 or World 4.
Hey, come in with a donation then?
Oh yeah, hop in.
Yes, wonderful. I have a €5 donation from Tiny Tim saying,
Awesome.
"Hey all, donating for Sunny Muffin and a fantastic Evergate run. Only a few minutes in and I've already picked this one up on Steam. Thank you and good luck on the run. Cheers."
Oh, thanks, Tim.
I think I have to do that too now.
Yeah, so World 4, we have these teleport crystals. So little hourglasses, it basically just swaps whatever you are interacting with. So if I interact with these little blocks, it's swapping his position with the block. So this is the fastest world in the speedrun because you're just basically teleporting to the end of levels. Like that. Some of these angles are pretty difficult to hit, but again, just doing things in very, very unintended ways. So like normally you have to go around this entire level, but by using the swap crystal, we can just kind of hop up to the middle of the level and then come here to the end. And oh my gosh. So one problem with the auto aim on controller is I'm hitting those boost crystals, but I'm not hitting the swap crystal. There we go. And if you don't hit the swap crystal, you don't have enough momentum to make it all the way. Very precise shot here. We're going to be coming down here. This one's a little finicky. And you don't want to do it while the blizzard is happening. There we go.
Nice.
And last level of World 4. Pretty simple. You just got to make sure you don't burn the source. I didn't even mention that, the flame crystals. The flame crystals burn source whenever you connect them. So it kind of takes away some of your puzzle options. These are little flowers. I don't remember the lore reason for these, but we have to protect them. We always want to protect, not attack. All right, moving right along. World 5. We get access to the arrow crystals here. The arrow crystals will interact with the terrain to like destroy it. So when we hit these, that little missile thing fires there, and it destroys whatever terrain is in the way.
So Sunny, I wanted to ask about like the Evergate community, I guess. Is there like an active community that still pushes the game?
Not super active, but there are people that are still playing this game. It kind of had like a explosion for speedrunning when it first came out. But it's been relatively quiet, but it's like an absolutely awesome game to pick up. It's, again, a very forgiving game. Like when you die, you don't lose that much time, and like it feels good to play, which is like really my criteria for a speedrun. All right, so here, another unintended path. We have to come hunt these caribou, and you hunt caribou by shooting an arrow at them. And some of these levels, you have multiple caribou that you need to hit, and that will unlock the end of the gate. So the gate is locked, right? I need to hit all the caribou to unlock it. All right, this level is another like pretty difficult one. You have these like blizzards coming down, you have to dodge, and they're all like completely on a cycle, and you have to make that cycle to be fast. Yeah, so like, again, you asked about the keyboard levels. Keyboard mouse is just a little bit more precise. Oh, we missed it. Okay. A little bit more precise, but harder to aim. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'd hit the 3 caribou there in quick succession in order to unlock the end point for that level. All right, World 5 done. We're gonna get yapped out a little bit here. This dude is like the guardian of the afterlife. He's our spiritual guide as we're going on this journey, going through Key's memories and learning more about what Key did in life and he has like a lot of guilt about what happened with their brother. So that we're going back through, we're reliving some of these memories and just kind of putting Key to rest because the afterlife is about that. Oh, whoops. Okay. We went into the wrong world. Not a big deal.
So basically, it isn't supposed to be so hard to get to the afterlife, but he has to go through all of it because he has so much good.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I think in this world, it's you gotta make what's the word I'm looking for? When
peace with yourself.
Yeah, you gotta make peace with yourself before you can rest.
Okay.
We have the new crystal we got in this world is these little orby things. They create like a little void zone that you can.
Remind me of the thing in Celeste.
Yeah, very, very Celeste-like. But they create a little void zone, and you just like swim in them. A little strange, but we take it. Okay. Again, unintended path here. We're trying to burn the bottom, and then come over here and create a void zone and thread the needle through the little gap there. Finish that out. All right, we have another corner clip jump here. If I can get this one quickly. We're trying to clip into the corner, which resets your jump. And on this level, it's a little bit hard because the corner is not like an exact corner. We got one there. And you just go up to the left-hand side of the level and completely skip the entire thing. That's like one of the longer levels in the run too. So pretty handy. We can just corner clip there. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought I needed one more. You have to get enough height to get through the little area here. We're gonna take it nice and slow. Oh no, okay. This is usually a keyboard level, so we're gonna be using keyboard, more comfortable. Just make sure. So again, use that slow down time function to make sure that you are lining up that shot, because if you don't line that one up, you just don't have enough boost and you have to redo the entire level. A little unfortunate. This level, we just go get on the top of here, and you're able to just get straight to the end. And as like these worlds progress, you slowly get like access to more and more of the crystals, and the puzzles just get a little bit more complex. Like we have like 5 different crystals that we're using to solve these, and yeah, they just get more and more involved as the game progresses.
What's like the intended game time if you're not just speedrunning through everything?
I think there is a speedrun achievement for sub-hour.
Okay.
So, no, it might be 2 hours. It's been a while since I've had to worry about that. Oh yeah, that last level there is another really precise level. You with a very precise hit, you can combine crystals in this game. So I combined the little void zone crystal and the arrow crystal, which made the void zone in the middle of the space, and you were just able to jump over the ice there. But we're moving on to the Fierce Flame levels. These levels have my favorite soundtrack out of anything in the game. They're absolutely fantastic. But it's a lot like like Celeste's Feather.
Yeah.
So whenever you connect with the Fierce Flame, you just get to fly around. And, it is on a timer. You don't get just infinite flight, but the more of them that you combine it with, the more flight you get. So crystals in this game can be combined. They can be additive. If you like combine 3 of the Fierce Flames, you get a really long, really fast Fierce Flame. This is a controller-only strat. I'm hitting an off-screen crystal, which you can't do when you can't see it. Although if you mess it up and do it second try, you can do it on keyboard. Yeah, the best input method for this is hybrid. Some levels are leading themselves to controllers, some leading themselves to keyboard mouse. This level's quite precise. We have to push this little you have to push this little floaty orby source thingy into the little gap here, and yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's really high. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you have to push it through the gap so you have some source to interact with when you do these 3 Fierce Flames right here. Okay, thought it was too low. Another unintended strat. Normally you have to go all the way around the level, but we were able to skip a bunch of it there. And one more control-only strat. We hit an off-screen Fierce Flame to go around the left side of the level, and that is done with that world. All right, this is a good time for some lore. Frosty, if you have any messages for us, feel free to take us off.
I can definitely have some messages for you over here. For example, Sunny, do you like skateboards?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you like raccoons?
Yes, raccoons are cute. Trash pandas.
Well, then Tanuki Sunset is the game for you. Ride through aesthetically pleasing courses while performing radical tricks. Do you master the way of the board? Check out the Tanuki Sunset on Steam and Nintendo eShop. Plus, if you donate a minimum of €10, you'll be entered for a chance to win a Steam key. Thank you, Rewrite Games, for providing these keys.
Thank you. Tony Hawk Pro Raccoon? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
All right, so we're moving on to this world. We have our pull crystals now. Pull crystals are effectively just the reverse of a boost crystal. Instead of shooting you off one direction, they pull you toward the crystal. But fortunately, the Lucky Frog, the artifact that we unlocked in World 1, it's boost power, but it also works with these pull crystals. So we're going to be using that to finish off levels. This is another like surprisingly difficult level. So we get our air raids here, and the air raid will destroy all of the crystals that we have set down. So we have to be like very cognizant of where we're putting our little void zones, so we can still complete the level. Normally, so this is another keyboard level, a little bit difficult. You really want to make sure that you're hitting the correct crystals and activating the air raid so you can unlock the end. All right. Oh, moving right along. This is like one of the more fluid levels. It's like really one of my favorites. So the pull crystals also will destroy the little terrain that's in your way. So you want to use those to open up a path here and moving throughout it. We're starting to get like little falling objects from the sky in some of these levels. In a speedrun, you don't really have to worry about them, but playing through this casually does get to be kind of a pain. So we're combining just a lot of crystals here to get a big effect. And off to the gate. Here we have to clear a little bit of a path for the air raid to knock out some of these areas, and we're just gonna come underneath unintended path where we don't go all the way around and just skip straight to the end. And last level here. And done with that.
Nice.
All right.
I'm asking myself now that he's basically finished processing living through air raids, I guess. What's next? What can be harder than that?
You will find out.
Yeah, I guess.
How's your morning going, Slimjim?
Well, slept well, and then about half an hour before your run started, I woke up and went straight to the shower, and then I came down here.
Awesome.
And then you asked me like 2 minutes before the start of the run if I want to commentate, so
Yeah, no.
here I am.
Thank you for being here. It's nice to have someone to yap with. All right. Air raid's done, and now we are in the future. The future is chrome. It's so shiny. Our little spring crystals give us an additional jump. You can see how many additional jumps I have left by the little circles around Keep.
So they add up again.
Yep, yeah. They fully stack. No.
They're better than Benelux and Celeste.
This one is quite hard because you have to. We have these EMP zones. So these EMP zones are the little like hexagonal areas, and you can't use your soul flame while you're in. So we're gonna be dodging those expertly, moving really fast through these levels. Another keyboard level. That one's pretty difficult to hit all the little springies. Nice position. We also have to dodge the little things that are trying to shoot at us. That's not fun. I don't want to get shot at. So we're gonna be just moving through these levels pretty quickly. Oh, okay. Another unintended level. This one is like pretty finicky with the with those EMP zones. But okay, saved it. Normally you don't need that boost crystal, but if you have enough height, I wound up needing it. Not a big deal. And that one just hitting a bunch of off-screen boost crystals to get up through that little chamber, and then you're off. You're done. Again, can't use your soul flame while you're in those little EMPs. You have to time your jump. One of the things that is really nice about this game is you have infinite coyote time. If you've heard that term, where you hop off an edge and you just continue to maintain your jump. All right, moving into the boss fight. So we have one boss in Evergate, and it's a bird. Birds are jerks, as we all know. If you ever, bird is the word. If you've ever played an RPG game, you know birds are jerks, all of them. The RPG jerk bird. But we're using the Spirit Arrow artifact here, which makes my arrows lock on. So I don't actually have to aim. It just automatically heads toward the bird. Really handy. Completely trivializes this boss fight. And that's it. That was the whole thing.
Okay. But you didn't have to go out of your way to get the Spirit Arrow, right? You just get it anyways, right?
Yeah, so there's 3 different criteria that give you basically points toward unlocking artifacts. So you get the little flower petals, you get speedrun timers for all the levels, and then you get crystal breaks. So with the 100% run, you break every crystal, you get all these little petals, and you get the speedrun timer for every level.
Okay.
And that's how you unlock the artifacts. The Spirit Arrow is the first artifact from that world, so we just unlock it naturally by getting all the speedrun time. Cool. Now we have our little like void zoney crystals. These crystals will change depending on what thing I interact with. So I interacted with the pull crystal there. That's going to change all of these to pull crystals. And you just have like these little zones, and it gets kind of puzzly.
Well, it's a puzzle game, so...
Completely skipping this entire level. I off-screen...
Not so puzzly, after all.
Yeah. You off-screen the swap crystal there, and it just teleports you to the end of the level. Swapping crystals, getting some more double jumps, and skipping right to the end of the level. So yeah, whenever you connect with those, it just switches all of the crystals in the world to that thing. This is probably one of the hardest levels. Oh, too wide. Okay. You do a very precise shot to connect with the pull crystal right there in the middle, and then you have to grab while you're in the air. You grab the double jump crystal, and then you do all the pull crystals onto the left and completely skips the level. And this is just a nice little fall level here. We also have all this broken glass too. Broken glass kills you. Don't go step in it. But yeah, that's the end of that world. And we are trucking right along, heading into the final world here.
Oh, already?
Yeah. This final world, things just get really weird. One of my favorite parts about this game is it gets more and more complicated the further you get into it. So if you are playing this like as a puzzle platformer, not a speedrun, these levels just start opening up more and more possible. But we're gonna yap here for a little bit. There's some more lore. I don't know how to read, so we'll just skip through it.
I think you're not teaching or anything.
Oh no, I've never taught in my life. So these worlds, we are now playing as Key's brother, the other spirit. And these worlds are just like really, really different from anything else. Oh, so we're calling our arrow raid here. Use a really precise arrow shot to break a platform before we're supposed to, and done with that. This level is 100% trivialized by playing on a controller, because we can use the controller to do an off-screen movement with the Fierce Flame, and we can fly over the entire level. Oh, no, not like that.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory. It is pretty precise. You have to be at like pretty much exactly a 45-degree angle, or you just don't have enough height to get through. All right, come on, there we go. Oh, so close. No, not enough height. And this level's pretty long. Like as you can see, it's like a very, very horizontal level. All right, there we go. Cool. And then you completely skip this auto-scrollery section that's like below you while you're running along top of the level, just chilling. Another keyboard level. This one we're going to be teleporting to the dragon and using our extra jump to just kind of wiggle our way through that little gap there instead of doing the intended route of like solving puzzles. How would we do that? Yeah, now things are kind of coming to a head, and we're going to be going to the final world here, and things are about to get just really, really strange. It just like things get more and more complex as you move throughout these levels, but now we don't even need crystals. So as we move through these different zones, we're interacting just straight with the source and able to. This is the boost source. Oh, okay. There's a little skip here. I'll go for it one more time, where you can kind of inch your way through these expanding like little fire zones. There we go. So that was our boost crystal zone. Now we have our little void crystal zones. Every time I interact with the source, I create a void zone. And we use it to just kind of swim throughout the rest of this level.
Okay, up to this point, I knew somewhat what was going on. Now I don't.
Yeah, every time I interact with the source, I'm getting that crystal.
Yeah, I know that, but it's harder to follow that way.
Yeah. So now I have infinite jumps because we have the little spring crystal. And switch over to controller, and we have our fierce flame crystal. All right, and we are coming up on time here soon. Not in a minute. Once we finish through here, again, music coming to an absolute climax, and we are back to our brother, and we need to connect our soul flame with our brother, but we have one more memory to live through. Takes us back to like the beginning of the game, the first palette that we were introduced to. Just back to the start, where it all began. We make peace with the things that have happened in our life. We connect our soul flame with the brother. And time is going to be on last input here, right when you connect the soul flame, and we're on time. All right, so that was Evergate. Fantastic puzzle platformer. If you haven't played it, I do highly recommend it. Super worth it. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for donating to BSG. I don't have any shout-outs. Slimjim, do you have anybody you want to shout out?
No.
No? All right. Cool. So we're just finishing up. It's going to be just a little bit of an auto-scroller before credits, but we can go ahead and shoot it off to the next game or next interview. So Frosty, take us away.
Yes, indeed, because as you say, up next we have an interview coming for the Sonic the Hedgehog boss shuffler run that's going to be happening later on. So definitely stay tuned for that. Afterwards, we'll be going to the next run being Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc by Kobalski. So there's plenty of things to stay tuned for. We'll be right back with you.